Hello everyone, it's Frances with String Into a Thing. In this lesson, I'll be demonstrating how to create this cute little flower out of some double crochets and slip stitches. Let's do it. All that you will need for this cute little class will just be some string, any size and any hook size. If you did want to coordinate your hook size with your yarn, I highly recommend it. Just for these particular beginner videos to get down the stitches, I just want to kind of exaggerate, in a sense, the size of the yarn and the size of the hook so everything's nice and visible, because these are some of the tips I really wish I knew when I first started out. So to make this cute little flower, all you'll need is just a hook and some yarn and some scissors. So really easy to start out. We can create a chain 4 and make a ring like that, or you can try a little bit of a challenge using a magic ring, which is one of my absolute favorite tricks of crochet. So first I'm going to show you the regular chain ring. So it's simply making a slip knot, again, just by tucking that working yarn into this little circle and then pulling. I do have a more detailed tutorial right here, lesson 1, if you wanted to see that in a little bit of a slower pace. Now let's just chain 4. Easy. Now I'm going to go ahead and insert my hook into that first chain right there, the very beginning one, to make a ring, and I'm going to slip stitch, which we learned in the second lesson, I believe, and then go through the second one too. Now we have like this hole that we can work into. If you wanted to do that, you can. And we could start building from this point. Or if you're like me and you really love the magic ring, I'm going to be demonstrating that in slow motion with you right now. Okay, so I've got my yarn right here and simply my 3 fingers. I'm going to have this tail facing me, coming over the top of my index finger, and this little tail facing me. I'm going to bring the working yarn around and make an X over the top. I'm going to get my pinky and hold that guy in place. So let's do that one more time together. Working yarn, tail facing me. I'm going to go around over the top of him, and I'm going to use my pinky to hold him. Then I'm going to get my hook and I'm going to go under that first string. Slide down a little bit. I'm going to hook that other string under. Now I just pulled him up. Now this yarn right here is the working yarn. I'm going to pull up a loop. Might be a little challenging at first, and I'm going to pull him through that hole I just made. Just like that. Now that is the magic ring. You might be a little bit twisted up right here. But go ahead and replay that if you need to see it again. Okay, perfect. Look at us. Now we actually have a chain 1 already there. And the equivalent height of a double crochet are 3 chains. I'm going to go 1, which is already there, so that's 2, and then 3. This chain 3 is going to pretend to be a double crochet. Now let's begin our first double crochet together. Same kind of like the half double in the last lesson, but this time we're going to do something slightly extra. Let's yarn over, and we're going to insert into this ring right here, pretending that's a big giant chain opening. We're going to yarn over again. Might have to twist your work around and kind of hold it. You'll notice 3 loops on the hook. So let's yarn over again and pull through 2. Now you have 2 loops. Let's yarn over again and pull through the last 2. And that's a double crochet right there. So let's do it again. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through last 2. And then you have basically 3 double crochets right there. But again, that base 3 chains right there is pretending to be 1. Okay, I'm going to close my magic ring just a little bit. That's why it's so magical. You can just pull on this little tail and it'll close a little bit, just so I can work with it a little bit easier. Now right now I'm going to be doing a slip stitch. So I'm just going to take the hook and actually go into this circle right here. I'm going to yarn over and then take that same mass and shove it through the loop. And that was a slip stitch. Now let's do 3 double crochets into this again. This time a full 3 double crochets. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. And there's your double crochet. 2 more. Perfect. Once you get finished with your last double crochet, let's go ahead and do a slip stitch. Insert, pull through, pull through. Tighten a little bit. Now we have 2 petals. You see this coming together? You're doing great. That little guy is just like bothering you, just kind of throw him around there. We got 2 little petals right there. Again, we're going to do 3 double crochets again. Now I finished my petal there almost. I have to finish it off with a slip stitch. There we go. I think I might just need to let that guy dangle now. I kind of was stitching him in there as we were going. So once you finish that slip stitch, we're going to continue the sequence. Might have to twist your flower around as you're going. I want a 5-petal flower. You can stop here if you want, but I want to continue. There's my last petal, and I'm going to go ahead and close this down with a slip stitch. Then I'm going to pull this magic ring. Little tail. It's going to close our flower up. And then from here, since we already did a slip stitch, I'm just going to chop the working yarn, pull this through, and give it a little tug. And look how cute. The last thing is, this little working yarn here that we just chopped, I'm just going to send it to the back where my back side of my flower is. And I'm going to give this just a cute little easy granny knot. Just very kind of loose. You could tuck this in there any way you would like, but for the simplicity, I'm just going to tie it and just maybe double knot it, because this is just the back of our flower. I'm going to get my scissors and give it a nice little chop. And I'm going to work my flower up a little bit. And there it is. You did it. Oh my goodness gracious. This looks adorable. I absolutely love it. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this cute little crochet flower tutorial. We learned how to do a magic ring, or even start with a 4-chain foundation circle. And then we even learned the double crochet and how to work into a ring, also with a slip stitch. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you've had a blast. If you want to follow me on Instagram, that would be super fun. I'd love to see what kind of projects you have. Thank you everyone. Catch you in my next lesson. Bye.